Is the Ranchito well online? Is it done, scrubbed, everything?
It's ready. It just needs, the piping design needs to be approved and then get a contract to put it in. It's in the budget, it's all, you know, I mean, it's just ready to go. It's just,
Because we've been belaboring that process for
I know, it's just a matter of,
months.
no, almost a year.
Is it that long?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
it has
the
no-
only reason I bring that up is because in here's this, the Medina well provided adequate groundwater, and that raised a question. I was like, whoa, what? Hang on, I had to ask. Ranchito
Well, it was, you know, it needed a new meter. When
Right.
we did the service, it needed a new meter.
It collapsed, we had to scrub the pipe.
Right,
and-
so got all that stuff done, and then we didn't have I didn't have anything to get a contractor out there to do it, to do the work. I didn't have any drawings, I didn't have any specifications. Last time it was just hooked up with glued PVC, I did the work,
Right.
and I don't know how well it held up. It's obviously been redone a lot since I did it in the 90s, but I wanted to get something that was gonna be a long-term fix. You know, the right fittings, the right depth, the right meter, the right run length, make sure the meter's accurate and all that. So I've asked Elizabeth to do the design work. The unfortunate thing is she's been slammed with everything else, so I haven't even been able to get that out. It's just,
Well, but the key is it's not working. It's not
No,
online right
no.
now? Okay.
it's not functioning.
I don't need to ask my other question.
You know,
It's ready to go, lacking the meter.
Just need some attachment.
it's, I mean, you're probably talking a month to finalize the design in reality and get it out to informal bid, because it's not gonna be that big of a project. So another month or so to get that dialed in. Probably 3 months we could start, and it wouldn't take them more than a week probably to get the work done. Because it's just the piping, meter set, the supports, painting, and fence.
It's just a couple inch pipe or something.
I don't know, we gotta calculate it. I wasn't comfortable just putting 2-inch back into it. You know, it was never engineered before. So,
And just real quick, won't we hold off for any calculations on the output of the wells until Ranchito 1 is up and online? Otherwise, we won't know what its output is.
I think that we have the three new ones, we have the output.
Right, those are working,
Right,
right?
right.
But I mean, for the total, my understanding was the engineer is supposed to look at the total output of the ground wells, but you can't do a total if one of your wells are inoperable.
I think that if I had to guess, Lou, my thought would be they used old numbers, but I agree with what you're saying, yeah, we'll have to get the new ones.
You're talking about the
we'll be talking more about
agenda,
that,
it's coming up, right? You're talking about what we're talking, is gonna come up, I think so. I think we're gonna get into that.
Okay,
I
good.
think so.
Years of history on
They graded it at 70. Okay, moving on.
Oh, is it open for public? I have a question, got a fast question. I just want to clarify how much money's coming in yet on the wells. USDA has got how much coming in?
we requested 318.
Well, your worksheet says 313.
Yeah.
That's fine, the budget was 310, that's reasonable. But I thought I heard you also saying there was more money coming in.
There's more
310?
money available.
More money
There's some
available.
remaining money left over in the
Oh,
DWR.
less than 500 minus the 313, is that what you're
For
saying?
USDA, and then
Right.
the other one that's not closed out is the Department of Water Resources
For
grant.
86?
That's about 86 remaining.
That's fine.
In the,
But let me
in the
make sure I
grant.
understand this USDA. You're saying these wells are complete now? Or we had 100,000 in the budget this year to finish them out, and I think the USDA wells was 50,000 for number 5 and 50,000 for, I think, number 2 or something. But anyway, the state, the ones the state was working on. So if the wells are complete, the grant was for the 500, are you saying that, how do we get the other nearly under $200,000.
We have an additional reimbursement request, like I said, for any remaining last engineering costs or any of that, because all of this effort for these reimbursement requests is racking up engineering costs as well.
Like the 60,000 you asked
That
us
was just-
extra for, and
right.
things of that nature. And you've got a budget in there for 50,000 to finish these things up.
Right.
So the costs that we're showing in the budget for the wells, plus any changes that have been made, okay, would be the maximum we would be asking for USDA under the well project, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm not exactly clear on the question, but.
Well,
that's-
the question is, we got $500,000 USDA money to come in under the original program. Under the program that was the latest, the one that was approved back in April of 2016. And we're gonna spend what we've already spent plus another $50,000 to $60,000. So the maximum we would get then is the 313 plus another 50 or 60 out of the 500, and the rest of it's just gone?
Yep.
Okay, that's.
Unless there is unless I can get USDA to agree that one of our existing projects that we've got going on,
Okay.
like the renovation, the finishing that at Ranchito 1 is within that project scope.
Okay.
And I am trying.
Okay,
So
that's fine,
but-
but the scope of well number 5 is it'll be finished when we get another 310 plus 50 or 60.
Yeah, I mean, the project is done, except for the programming that I have the skating company come out and do programming. But their project work is done.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, I got one or two questions on the financial statement. I'm trying to figure out our, first of all, last month I made a mistake and I was not corrected, and I'm sure there's at least a couple of people sitting up here that knew it. I had made mention that our health insurance policy, there was a double payment. That's wrong, it was not a double payment. It was a, Garrett Smith, one of our employees, he went on the benefits in June, and that was to catch up June, July, and August, because we don't do accruals. And so that was that, and so at that 2,500, that added up to 7,500, which is the same number. But the board should have, I think the board and Cindy probably should have corrected me instead of letting me sit here and tell you guys the wrong thing. I mean, I'm corrected if I think there's something wrong, and I think the board should also be doing that. And leading into the same thing, this month in the health insurance on the production, okay, line item, this is page 19, I think it's 19, I took it off the computer. The health insurance 5010-203 is 5991, and that would include the 2,500 two times, which would be Randy and an unknown, and another 500 in there for Jose, which would be one. Now my question is why would we have a payment in there for a third party when we don't, the third party quit back in September sometime? That's my question. These payments are October payments. You pay in advance. You pay in advance on your benefits.
If the board wants it to be question and answer, we can do question and answer, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's,
I was gonna ask a
those are-
procedural question, because I thought the procedure was, from the last few times, is if the board wants to pull something off,
Right,
then they can respond to but they can't just pick stuff out of the air out there. That's what
right,
I
it's,
thought.
because it's,
We're not doing that
we could probably put together an answer for you, but it's not, you're not authorizing the payment of bills that you've already authorized in your budget and your policies to allow the general manager to spend money. You're reviewing the warrants and you're accepting the warrants as presented, and it's just a matter of, it's It's a disclosure, it's a matter of good faith discussion with the board. It's not, we typically, I mean, otherwise we'd have a finance director sitting here,
Yeah,
paid
that's right.
full-time to be able to go over these questions that are things that Cindy and I work out from the management end.
If your comment is,
Well, I've got, I mean, this goes back to the same kind of things. I just pointed out there was actually an issue last month that should have been corrected by that accountant you're scared to have sitting up here with you. And now this is another question, your accountant should have been telling you what it was.
so
And you
the
don't-
comment is,
we're
you're
trying to hide-
questioning this figure, let's just leave it at that comment.
Oh, sure,
Thank you.
no biggie. We've got auditors coming, guys, you gotta believe me.